What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka New York Prepper. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my personal situation. And a lot of you guys have been asking me if I moved to Tennessee yet. So I want to just spend a couple minutes here to address that. So I'm actually in Pennsylvania right now, and I relocated to Pennsylvania. And so this is my new home here. And I'm in central PA right now. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. I'm going to feel it out and see how I like it. If I like it, I'll stay. If I don't like it, I'll move somewhere else. But so I want to just spend some time explaining, what happened with Tennessee and my personal situation. If you guys are interested, that's basically what this video is going to be about. So I think it's pretty significant too, because I am New York Prepper. So I figured making a video about me leaving New York would be pretty appropriate. And I'll talk about why I left New York. I'm sure a lot of you guys know why I left New York. But for those of you guys who don't know, I'll explain it. So basically, I was supposed to move to Tennessee. My parents retired to Tennessee, and they're living there right now. They just retired, a few months ago, and they moved down there. So I thought it would be good to move down there also, so I could be near my parents. It's always good to be close to your parents. And also because Tennessee is a red state, and they got some great gun laws and good gun culture there. So what happened was I had my moving truck fully packed, all my stuff in the moving truck. I went down there and I started unpacking my stuff into my place down there. And I had a discussion with my fiance, and we said, this is a little bit too far away from, the majority of our families, So although we would be close to my parents, we would be far away from my sister and my close friends and my fiance's family. So we decided to come back to New York. So we came back to New York, and then we started looking around for other places. And so we immediately started looking at PA, because PA is more conservative than New York. It's not officially a red state, but it is a swing state, and it goes back and forth between blue and red. And Pennsylvania does have a Republican legislature, which is good, because that means that any kind of gun laws that the Democrats in PA would try to pass would not pass, because the Republicans dominate the legislature here. So they would block any of those types of laws from becoming law, or bills from becoming law. So it is a swing state, but there is a Republican-dominated legislature here, so that's 100 times better than New York, where pretty much Democrats control everything. Both houses of the legislature, the governor, the mayors of all the major cities, all Democrats. Albany, New York City, Buffalo, all Democrats. So for us, PA is a huge step up in terms of freedom. And cost of living is a big one too, because New York has gotten so expensive, especially, it was expensive always, but after COVID, the cost of living here the cost of living in New York just skyrocketed, because all the people from New York City have been bugging out to upstate New York, which is where I was living, as you guys know, before I came here to PA. And so the people from New York City have been driving up the prices of everything in upstate New York, because everybody wants to leave the city and live in the country. And so rent prices and home prices have pretty much almost doubled. And so we decided that it's just not feasible for us to stay in New York, even if we wanted to, which, both of us, we didn't want to stay in New York anymore, both of us, we grew up in New York. We lived in New York our whole lives. We want to see something else. We want to experiment with other places and see which areas of the country we like and where we want to settle down. Right now I'm not owning, I'm just renting. So that gives me the flexibility to go anywhere I want. So if I don't like it here, I'll go somewhere else. But you know, wherever I go, one of the main requirements is that it has to be either a swing state or a red state. I'll never live in a blue state again. I'm just, you know, I'm just tired of it. I got tired of it living in New York 35 years, and you know, so either I'll move to another swing state like PA, or I'll move to a red state. But if I like it, I'll stay here and just buy a house and settle down over here. So so that's basically, you know, my situation right now. So, you know, I'm gonna be here at least a few more months, if not a year, and see how we like it here. And if we don't, we'll go somewhere else. We've been thinking about the West for a while. We've been thinking about Arizona, especially northern Arizona. We've been thinking about Utah and Idaho as well. So those may be some areas that we could potentially end up as well, but we got to investigate them further and see if we like them. But for now, Pennsylvania's good. You know, we're close to all of our family. My fiance's family, you know, we're still pretty close to my parents. We're close to my sister. We're close to, you know, New York. So we get the best of everything here. We get better gun laws, lower taxes. So, you know, it's a good place for us right now. And so we're going to stay here. So I just wanted to update you guys on my situation because, you know, I've been getting a lot of people asking me, you know, if I'm in Tennessee yet. So I hope this answers your question. No, I am not in Tennessee. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and the specific part of Pennsylvania I'm in central PA. So I think central PA is one of the best locations for a prepper in the Northeast, with the exception of northern New England, because central PA is like 200 miles away from any major metropolitan area. So, you know, I'm probably, you know, 200 to 300 miles away from New York City and New Jersey. And, you know, I'm a good 200 to 300 miles away from Philly and even Pittsburgh and DC. I'm far from those places as well. So, you know, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to share that information with you guys. You know, the area that I'm in has a good mixture of farms, as you can see, and woods. But, you know, I'm going to continue to do all my videos. I'm going to continue to do my hunting videos, my penetration tests, my camo tests. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do everything now that I'm in a different state. There's different laws here, you know, than New York. So I got to acquaint myself with all the different laws, and I got to figure out places where I can do my penetration tests and my camo tests. And so, you know, bear with me while I adjust to the new area. But, you know, this is where I'm at right now, and I'm happy here for now. So we'll see how long I stay here. But, you know, that's pretty much it. And you know, I posted a comment on my community page about a week ago saying that I was, you know, going to be busy. And this is the reason why. I literally just moved here 2 days ago and just been unpacking everything here. You know, and it was pretty crazy because what happened was when I came back from Tennessee and I came back to New York, I only had about 2 months to find a new place because my existing place was rented out by somebody else. So I couldn't extend my lease. My landlord already rented out my place to somebody else. So I had to find another place to live. And, you know, with COVID and everything going on, it was extremely difficult for me to find a place to live. I was looking all around, and, you know, the prices were just not good, and it was just hard to find anything good and desirable, you know. And I finally found this place, and it literally came down to the wire. my lease was about to expire, and I was on the verge of basically having to live in a hotel, or move back in with some family members, because it was getting to the point where I was like 2 days away from my lease expiring and having to move everything out of my place. And I didn't have a place to live, so that's why I was under a lot of stress and trying to figure out where to go. But, by the grace of God, I was able to find a good place. And, I found this place here literally 2 days before my lease expired. And I was praying a lot. I was asking God to help me find a good place. And, he provided for me just in the nick of time. So I found this place literally 2 days before my lease was about to end. I signed the lease, and I've been moving everything in here just in the last couple of days. So, that's why I had a lot of personal issues that I was going through, and that's why I was asking for your prayers, because I was on the verge of basically being homeless, and so it was pretty stressful. But thank God I got a place to live now, and it's a good place. It's a safe place, and that's pretty much it. So I hope this answers all your questions. Thanks for your prayers. Thanks for your comments, your support. I really appreciate all of it, and I'll continue to try to provide the best quality content that I can. And as always, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere.